Yeah, here's Paul Francis. This is, I told you that this guy can hear wet paint drying. This guy really, he knows his stuff. He hears very well. I'm going to have him explain some of the technical aspects of this cymbal.
Great. Thanks, Kenny.
Thank you.
When Kenny sent his old K to Zildjian for us to analyze, there were several aspects of the cymbal that we needed to look at. And there's three things that we look at. We look at the bell shape, we look at the curvature of the cymbal, we look at how it was hammered, and we measure the weight. And if we can get those parameters in line on a brand new piece of metal, we're 90% there with what the old cymbal's going to sound like. So the first thing that we had to do is we had to replicate the bell, and I didn't have a bell that was quite this shape, because in Turkey they used to put the bells in with sledgehammers, and they put a couple blanks on top of each other out of the oven that were hot, and a guy would swing a hammer, so all the cups were different, and sometimes they were lopsided. This one's a good one. It's nice and high. Some are flat. So I took a bell that was as close as possible, and I actually flipped the cymbals upside down, and I took a hammer, and I had to hammer the cups into shape, which was what was done on this early prototype, and while we were developing the sound in the new piece of metal. And I also I had a brand new cup made, which is what this one is now, which is very, very close to Kenny's old cymbal. And then we take a look at the curvature, which this one has a nice high shape here, and it kind of tapers off a little straight here, and it has hammering all over the place, kind of like a K wood and a K Constantinople. And you'll notice that on the bottom it's lathed more like an A, and then on the top it has this really narrow pin groove. So I copied the new cymbals. I made the new cymbals exactly like the old cymbal, as close as possible, so we could try to hone in on that sound. So Kenny played a prototype for about a year, came back and asked for a little bit more low drone, so we did some of this extra hammering that we call cluster hammering, that I put in some orchestral cymbals, and it really gave the sound that Kenny was looking for. And that's kind of what we did in a nutshell.
Yes, indeed. So, one other thing I wanted to mention. A lot of people have emailed me and asked me about breaking in cymbals. The only way to break in a cymbal really is to play it. That's the only way that it's going to change. A cymbal is like a fine wine. You know, it ages and it mellows, and the wine tastes better. It's the same thing with a cymbal. The more you play it, the metal will mellow and it will age, and it will sound mellow. Another thing is, one thing I might suggest that you do is to take some heavy mallets and play some rolls on the cymbal for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then on the cymbal stand, and let the cymbal sit. Leave it alone, let it sit for a while, then come back and do the same thing again. That will break in the cymbal. The metal will start to get harder, and then that's when like the cymbal is on its way to aging, the aging process, to get it to sound the way we all love those old Ks to sound. So that's about it. Thank you very much for buying this product. Zildjian thanks you, and keep swinging.